It is what it is. What's up, everybody? So I'm doing something on YouTube. It's part of this, but you might see that first. But this is the continuation of it. But anyway, I'm about to put this on. I was telling you something earlier. You know what I'm saying? You want to cook your own food. You gotta learn. You can learn off of YouTube. But anyway, I did some things. You know what I'm saying? I had to wash this because it's really clean. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put it right there. I don't put it on the stove. The stove is not on. Don't worry about it. And if something was to happen, I'm out of here. Let me fix this. Let me fix this right here so you can get a better view of what I'm doing. So what it is, 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 what it is. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. I guess turn this on. Okay. I think we'll put this in there. Yeah. If anybody know what this is, please comment. You know what I want to do? I'm not going to do nothing yet. I shouldn't have done that. Do it naturally. Anybody hungry? Hey, you guys hungry over there? If you're hungry, let me know. Welcome to the Food for Thought. Please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you very much. You know when you cut this stuff up, right? There's a lot of work that goes into this. Hold on. Back. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. This all this is right here. All this is, and I'm gonna do some stuff here. You know what I mean? Um, I'm trying to cook fast. I'm trying to make some real good food. You know what I mean? Um, Appreciate you coming. Thank you. Please subscribe, like, share. I got more surprises coming up. I just want to get this thing started right. Let me turn this off here. And good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, everybody have their own way of cooking. You know, everybody got their own way of cooking, doing their own thing. You know what I mean? I'm excited because I bought this. I recently bought this. I never cooked on this before. I never done it. This is my first time. You know what I mean? But I like it. This is fun. Anybody got any suggestions out there? I'm all ears. Put it in my comments. And when you doing your own thing, you doing your own thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it goes. I know I could do it. I could record it, but this is live. This is live, not live, live. Can you dig it? It's like, yo, you know how long ago I heard that? You know how long ago I heard that? You know how long ago I heard that? Well, I almost woke somebody up, but I don't want to wake them up. You know what I mean? Some people don't have patience. They don't have patience to, to wait till somebody cook food. You know what I mean? Yeah. So how's everybody doing? Everybody good? Your kids in school? They going to school? Who's graduating? Who's going to be graduating? Who's the next one in the family? And who's the next one in the family to graduate? Anybody in the family going to graduate? You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? These kids get older. They graduate from school and everything like that, and then they become drug peddlers. Because you know why? Because the streets is watching, and when they be like, "Yeah, when that kid get older, I'm gonna turn into a drug peddler," and then the mother and father is on drugs and alcohol, and they drinking and everything like that, and the cousins is saying, "Oh my God, look what they doing to the kids." You know what I'm saying? It's a true story. It's real, man. This is sad. This is sad. What are we gonna do about America? You know, um, that's the problem right there. That's the problem. I think America is that's the problem because these kids, they either you gonna become a drug addict most of the time because it will depending if you're strong enough. See, I seen all that growing up. I saw the drugs. I never did drugs. I didn't want to do drugs. I'm talking about the hard stuff. I never did that. And then if I did do the stuff, I didn't really do it. It was an experiment. I was curious about it. But that's why you know what I'm saying, I hung out with my friends and stuff like that. I was like, yo, you want some of this? And I was like, I said, yo, peer pressure, you know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, you should do drugs. And I was like, I didn't know if I could go to my dad and say, yo, dad, they trying to get me to take drugs. But the father and mother can't be everywhere. The mother and father cannot be everywhere. When these children are running around, they playing tag, and they go outside with their friends, and their friends turn around and get them a joint, and then they try to hide it. They chew on bubble gum. They put some mints in their mouth. They wash their mouth out with Listerine and everything like that, and then they go home, and then they try to sister that's whoever's minding them, they try to fool them. And when I used to come in, right, I didn't do drugs, but my eyes used to be real red.
And I remember my mother was like, "Where you was at? What was you doing?" I'm like, "Mommy, the only thing I was doing is and stuff." And then she was saying, well, she said, "Why are your eyes red?" I said, "Ma, I wasn't doing nothing." And then she didn't want to hear it. She just wanted to whip my butt. And see, the thing is, you can't watch your kid everywhere your kid goes. There's no way in the world unless you're gonna miss your time off of work and you gotta pay that rent and everything like that. So you gotta try your best to teach them the best you can teach them. You gotta try your best. You gotta really try your best and let them know how much you love them. And then once you let them know how much you love them, then shoot. You know what I mean? If my mother and father, they loved me. They showed me a lot of love. They cared about me. They was um they was in my life a whole lot, and they would come look for us too. I remember those times. And if my mother come look for me, I was in trouble. I didn't get beat outside maybe, and then some children got beat. They got put on punishment, and what happened? They still turned out and messed up. They went to college. They did everything. Why do these kids turn on drugs? Why do they become adults on drugs? And it's sad. What are we talk? What are we saying here? What are we saying here? We're saying America, it has a lot of people on drugs, and like it's sad because I wonder if um I know Malcolm X did drugs, but I want to know if Martin Luther King did drugs. See, we always look at the big man while he preached and everything. Ain't no telling what he did, but we don't know that. You got to do your research, but you got to have proof. You got to have proof. I'm not saying I'm trying to find got dirt on him to say he did it, but I'm saying like the drugs has been since Vietnam. I guess maybe before Vietnam, but since Vietnam, the drugs was out there, and people was doing drugs and stuff like that, and they was coming home. And when they went to Vietnam, they was coming home with no leg and had to be on morphine and all that, and some heavy stuff and everything like that. And I remember being in school, and this dude, he took some acid, right? And he punched the window and he went crazy. You know what I'm saying? He was like, ah, oh my God. He did that. You know what I'm saying? He went crazy, man. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? He went crazy. You know what I mean? And then you go on the funerals right now. How many people we're gonna lose this year? We don't know. And most of the time it's from smoking, drinking, you know what I'm saying, not getting your proper rest, because sleep deprivation can kill you too. Do you know that? You know what I mean? I mean, listen to your mother and father, respect your children, you know what I'm saying? Um, Don't rush your life. Don't rush your life. Don't rush. Because when you rush, nigga, you be like, yo, man, I'll be glad when I get older and I can get out and get my own. And then once you find out that how serious things is, you got to pay that bill and you know you ain't ready. And then you calling your dad and your moms all the time. It's good to do that, but you wasn't ready. You was only 18. You wasn't ready. You left. Why you left? You want to get away from your mother and father, right? That's why you left, right? Yeah, that's why you did that. Yeah. My daughter, she left. She was in her 20s. Oh yeah. My daughter, she was grown. And you just want to make sure your children are all right. You really want to make sure that. Don't ever think that you shouldn't make sure your children are right. They might be like, "Mommy, why you calling me?" Don't abandon your children. Be at least now when they get older, be somebody they can have confidant on. You could be a confidant. You could like me and my daughter, we get along very well. And even when she stayed with me, we got along. You know what I'm saying? We got along, and she'll call me, and before when I got out, man, I was like, my father can't tell me what to eat no more and everything like that. She recently found out, things was going wrong with her because she was eating garbage. And I used to be like, and I kind of fell off a little bit too, but I'm getting back into my health. I'm getting starting to exercise again and getting all into it. Now, when you have a baby, you gotta train this baby to eat healthy, not garbage. Then they be mad. Oh, this baby needs some good and plenty. This baby needs some chocolate bars. Oh, that's so cute. Here, little baby. Here, boopy, boopy. You giving it to the baby, and you starting this baby on a path of destruction. That's what you're doing. Oh yeah, and most of you know that right now. How many people know that people put beer in their baby's bottles so the baby can go to sleep, or some type of something that they could knock them out because the baby crying. You made the baby. You go, oh, she's so cute. But remember, the baby cries, the baby doodles. You know what I'm saying? The baby does all of this. And then you be like, man, you're talking to the baby like it's an adult. You doodle again, I'm gonna break your back. You know, some parents, they don't need to be parents. Some parents can't take being a parent. Oh, yeah. Some of them don't need to be parents, man. I'll be like, yo, is that a parent? Is we? Some parents just don't need to be parents, man. And we know that, right? And then you got, I think it was BCW, diapers, you know what I'm saying? Like, people got their kids to them, you have to go to court because you want your child back, but you know how to take care of that child. So you get your family involved. They say, yeah, well, the kid can't go back. The only way the kid can go back is unless the kid goes with your mother. Then your mother turns up and she dies. And you're like, oh my God, now who am I send this baby to? Who am I send this baby to? A distant cousin that's don't even like you. And they got the baby and say, yeah, I'm gonna get a check for this baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a check for this baby. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a check for this little baby. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't cool. Ain't none of that good. You know? I'm gonna get a check for this baby. Now, what do you think that means? What do you think getting a check for the baby means? It means that this baby's gonna put you to shame, and this baby don't even know who you is. So so some parents be like, all right, let the people raise the kid. I'm not a good mother, good parent. What you doing? Open your legs. Why would you make that kid suffer? Why you keep doing it? Why you keep making these babies? And why you keep making a woman pregnant? Huh? You don't want to be around as a father. You don't want to make sure you do the right thing for this innocent child that's being born. You really, you really want this child to come in the world and suffer and go through it. That's what you want to do? Hey, listen, you gotta think about this, man, before you make this baby. You gotta think about, and I ain't talking about some adults. Some adults ain't ready neither. But if you're gonna be, it doesn't. And I'm saying this right. When if the baby ain't yours, I can understand. If you don't know it's not, if the woman have been messing around and you live, those people I understand. But if you know this baby is yours and you know it's 100% yours, and then you ain't foolish enough to be like, you know what, that baby's mine. And then 5 years later, you find out that baby ain't yours. What you gonna do about that? You're gonna be mad as hell. You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be like, dang, why this woman didn't tell me this baby wasn't mine, right? You want to kill her after that. You want to take her head off, right? Am I right or wrong? I don't know. Tell me if I'm right. Leave the comments. Let me know, man. Let me know. Because now I'm gonna have to rinse this out, so I could take the meat and I'm gonna put that in there. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna do that. First, my plan was to saute it. I just remember. So that's what I'm gonna do. And this is a wonderful thing right here. This is nice. You know what I mean? I have to turn it so high. Let me see where I got it at. I got it on. I can't even see these numbers. Oh, now I'm playing this. I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, so how was your week so far? What did you do anything? Do you ever do any? You ever go on vacation? You save your money and do something good with the family. You know what I'm saying? Go on and let your kids get close by going on vacation trips. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Get along with your mother and father. Try to work out. If you're a grown man or a grown female and you still living with your mother and father, it's not. I don't knock you for doing that. But sometimes you need to be there because you ain't ready to get out in the world. It's tough out there. It ain't no joke out there. If you don't pay attention to what your mother and father is trying to teach you and show you, then you wrong too. Oh yeah, you know you wrong. I also got a TikTok. I mean, I could have did this on TikTok, but I ain't do it. I ain't doing it on TikTok. I'm gonna do more than you. You're gonna see more. Believe me. Believe me, you will see more. Now, this right here, see, I'm gonna toss this in, trying to show you how you can do it naturally. You don't have to have a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put something in there, but you don't have to have a lot of stuff. Don't let nobody tell you that you should have that. You should have this. You should have that. Don't let nobody tell you that. I'm gonna put some. I'm gonna put some sasson. Sasson. Yeah, man. You're probably like, what are you doing? So what are you cooking today for dinner? What are y'all gonna cook today for dinner? I mean, I'm cooking. I'm but I'm cooking. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people get on your nerve. You lose your color, you lose your accent, you lose your tongue, you lose your pronunciations when people get on you. If you have somebody you live with and they get on your nerve, check them out. It doesn't matter who it is. You need a peace of mind in your life. Yeah, don't let people get on your nerves because that ain't how you're supposed to do things. You know what I mean? That's not how you're supposed to do things. People get mad and stuff like that, and it's not a good look. I'll turn this off again. Do you know this top is not even this part right here is not even hot, and I keep using this. It's a crock pot. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I am wrong. You know what I'm saying? If I don't remember the name, I ain't gonna say nothing. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say nada. Zilch. Turn it that way so the heat that's coming out won't burn my arm. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I do it a different way too. This ain't the only way I cook it. This ain't the only way I cook this. There's many ways you can steam your vegetables. And right now I'm frying. I guess I'm frying them or whatever it is I'm doing. You know, you experiment. Sometimes it's good to experiment with food. It's not gonna hurt you. Experimentation, that's how a lot of people made these meals, by being experimental. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure y'all got some nice meals. You know what? And I want to ask you, I challenge all of y'all to send me a recipe and challenge me to cook it. I may not do it, but anyways, but maybe I might cook it. You know what I'm saying? Because cooking, people talk about cooking. Food is the most amazing thing when people are eating and they're getting along. They don't want to talk unless they got some food in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to talk. And talking, sometimes the food is the conversation. When you never see, like, when the bosses go out and they say, oh, you know, we're gonna talk about that over lunch. They be more into the food than they be into the conversation, man. They be like, all right, we're gonna give you the deal. You know what I'm saying? Be like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Why? How would you let that person mess you up and tell you you're gonna get a deal to buy a building or something like that? And the food is what took your mind from it, especially if it's good food. If it's good food, and somebody says, I don't care if it's good or not. Ain't nobody gonna take my mind off that. But hey, man, food is amazing. You know, we know. Well, I mean, food is the best pastime in the whole wide world, because if you go to any country, they eat. Every country eats, right? That's what they do. That's what they do, and it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? My mother and my grandmother, you know, every time I used to get up, she used to always be preparing different meals for different hours, different times. So she prepared breakfast mad early when it's dark outside, and we ain't up yet, and the food is already cooked in there. It's amazing. And then she just preheat it. May she rest in peace. She just preheat it, and then when we get up, you gotta, take your shower. You know, this is my grandmother. You know, a lot of us had grandmothers, and some of us never had a grandmother. And sometimes it be like that. But I had a grandmother. She was a blessing on my mother's side and on my father's side. They were blessings. You know why? Because I learned from each side. I learned I learned some things, man, and it's beautiful. And then my grandmother on my mother's side, she was like, you know what? You don't know how to cook. You come in this kitchen, you watch what I'm doing. But at first she wasn't doing it. She was like, get out of this kitchen. What are you doing in this kitchen? And I used to go to my grandmother and say, hey, grandma, I love you. And I used to be looking up at her and hug her, put my arm around her waist and hug her. And she would kiss me on my head, and I would just watch what she's doing. She said, now grandchild, and I was like watching. You never knew that you would have needed it. And when I was home with my mother in New York City, which is me in New York now, when I was home with my mother in New York City, she was cooking too, right? And it was so much amazing things going on in my mother and father's family that it just was amazing. Oh yeah, I wanted to also tell you too. I got a uncle. I got an uncle. His name's Uncle Gus, and this is my mother's brother. And this man is amazing, man. He's still alive. He's like, I think he's 90. I could be wrong, but he's up in age, man. He's amazing. No, he's 92. He's 92 years old. My Uncle Gus is amazing. I called him yesterday. Man, I gotta go see him. And I'm trying to get my sister and the family to go to see my uncle because when they get that old, they have a lot of information, especially if they smart. And my uncle still be talking. He still be like, "Hey, how you doing? What's going on?" Da-da-da-da. How many people you know that if they reach their 90, they can, after all that partying and all the stuff that you've done in your life, and now you can't even talk straight. You're like, you keeping this person alive, right? And they're not even responding to nothing. But my uncle, he took a bath, he's doing this, he's doing that, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That part, you know what I'm saying? That part right there. Think about that. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody ever spoil the things that you want to do or you want to get into. You know what I'm saying? Take your time. Don't rush. This is why, if you're going to cook a meal for somebody, don't do it when they chilling with you. Because they're going to be like, yo, is the food ready yet? Don't that get on your nerves? Don't it bother you when they ask you, is the food ready yet? You be like, you start losing your mind and you end up in that crazy house. Why you end up in the crazy house? Because you're trying to cook food and they bothering you, right? Right? So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that part. Let me know what you put on food because I put all types of stuff on my food. But every time people eat my food, yo, Diamond, this food is delicious. I be like, yes, it is. I be like, yes, it is. I'm gonna put some more of this in here. I know I shouldn't, but I am gonna do it. Yes, I am going to do it. You understand me? I could have first I could have steamed it. You know what I mean? You could steam your vegetables first and then put it in here. And then take it back out and then you have your hamburger, right? You get your hamburger, you don't gotta do nothing to the hamburger. All you gotta do is put the hamburger like that's why I got this. And I'm gonna put the hamburger in there and I'm gonna use that and I'm gonna make my hamburgers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you something else. And guess what? It ain't a hamburger, it's a turkey burger. Some of y'all don't eat turkey burgers out there, but turkey is more healthier than a hamburger. Y'all eating that crap and clog up your arteries and all this mess. And then you don't even know if you're getting real meat. It's all red, it's bloody red, it's red. And come on. You gotta think about this. You have to think about how you gotta eat, how you keep yourself sustained on this earth. Because you eating all this crazy food and then you wake up in the morning, get up in the morning, go from to grabbing your chest, and then one of your kids come in the room and see you holding your chest, and they gotta take you to. If it's the right hospital, you'll be all right. But sometimes these hospitals is crazy, and they take you right out of here. They be like, you, they be like, they come out, they be like this. They come out, pull the thing down, take off the hat, and look at you. Sorry, make it. So you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta believe in you. Nobody else is gonna do you the way you gonna do you. Nobody. Nobody else is gonna do you the way you gonna do you. You know why I tell you that? You gotta love you first. You have to know that you are important. When you know that you're important, right? When you know that you're important, I put a little water in it because I wanted to give it, I wanted to cook like that. That's what I want. Now I'm turning this thing back on. It took me a minute to get it around here, but this is cool. This thing is so cool. I like it, I like it. And the more I cook this, the more it gets smaller. So I cut them up and bake. Like when I cut them up, I cut these, and sometimes I leave it big, and it gets small. So don't when you cutting your vegetables, don't cut them so small where they gonna get so tiny. You like when I got to put in my meat, and you be like this, and they little tiny. You don't want to do that. Like, subscribe, and share, please, and comment. And check out some of my other. Go to my shorts. Check out my shorts. Go to my playlist. You know what I'm saying? Go to my community. My on mine. Check out my community. Check out my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Watch it. And please watch it all the way through. Just let it play, right? Because it helps the algorithm. Please, come on. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this thing right here. Y'all coming in my, y'all coming in my room. Y'all coming to my room. I like it. And I appreciate all y'all coming to see me. You know, and share this with your friends and family. If you think somebody that needs to know how to cook, share it with your friends. And this is good. This be good. I like this because when I used to go get when I was younger, I used to go to the Chinese restaurant, right? And I recently went before, right? And I used to go. My mother used to get me steak rice, steak and no, pepper steak. Yeah, y'all probably want somebody probably said it. Pepper steak, right? They used to get me pepper steak, right? And that's all I wanted because it was so good, and it would be pepper steak, right? It would have Dees in it. It would have Dees in it. You know what I mean? It's gotta be cooked more. But I'm not gonna throw it back in there because that's lapping. My grandmother, she used to lap in the food, and my uncle, he's like, one day he came in. This is funny a little bit to me. He came in, he was looking at what she was doing, and I was thinking about him. He did like this. She was cooking, and we was in the doorway. But she didn't see us come in, and he was like, I was like, they said, because I was the one, I was kind of bad about it, because good chefs, right, taste their food, but you don't got to lap it. You know what lapping means? Is taking it and going like this, and then putting the spoon back in and lapping in the food, and then you getting your saliva and everything in the food, and you trying to make it taste good with your saliva. Who want to eat food like that? I don't want to eat that. No, I don't want to eat that. We're not going to do that. No, we're not. We will not lap in the food. We will not lap in the food. Who out there laps in their food? You lap in your food? You know people that lap in their food? They need to be locked up. Yes. Oh, shit. Now, let me stop. See? And this is getting nice. This is getting nice. It's cooking, a slow cook. Let me just do, yeah, a slow cook. You know what I'm saying? And it's doing what it's got to do. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's doing it, baby. It's doing it, baby. Hey. Ha ha. It's doing it, baby. It's doing it, baby. Oh. It tastes good, too. I wish you was here. so you can have some. And thank you for coming to my show. I appreciate everybody that's in this room right now. I appreciate you all. The YouTube family, yeah. Let me tell you something. Don't let nobody stop your show. Don't let nobody stop your show. Stop complaining about what people, what they said, the things they said. Oh, what it makes you feel like. Stop it. You don't need it. Where you at right now? You probably. I'm not saying you particular, but where you at right now? You in your kitchen, you cooking, or you in your bed thinking about what you gonna do in an hour. You know you got an appointment to go to, and that dude on the corner is every time he sees you, he says things, and it aggravates you to the point where you be like, "Yo, I want to kill myself. I want to hurt myself." Why let people validate your life? Hmm? There should be um, um, certain boundaries, certain boundaries that people don't go in your life. And you know what boundaries? Those for those who don't know, this is for the people who don't know. Boundaries are if I use, if I use, if I use, if I use this type, if I drink this type of water, right, and I put it, it's my house, and I put it, right, and this is my house, and I put it somewhere, and I got company, and they're coming over, so and I cleaned up, right? And they go and change all my stuff around. There's certain boundaries. If I didn't tell you to do that, you don't supposed to do that. If I didn't tell you you could drive my car, how you driving my car? If I got a female, if I'm dealing with somebody and I got a relationship and she got 3 or 4 heads and one big eye, that's your business. That ain't the people that you see every time and they look in the outside and that ain't none of their business. That's what boundaries is. I just wanted to tell you that. So you can share that with somebody and tell them whatever. You know what I'm saying? Um, I want to give a shout out to all the great YouTubers that mention me. You know what I mean? I love going to your show and seeing how your show is developing, and I like these um, story shows. Like you telling a story, you're going through something, and you're going through something, and that's understandable because this is like YouTube been around for a minute. It's been around. I remember YouTube was around for a long time, and like the younger people are getting on YouTube now, and they're expressing themselves, or either through games and videos or through something else. They doing their thing, and on mine, I got this gaming thing. I'm gonna check into that. I'm gonna see what's going on with that. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying there's so many things that YouTube is doing, and I just want to say this to YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for enlightening us and having your how to's and the YouTube family, the YouTube people who um open more doors by the editing thing. And I'm not with AI, but um that's part of it. And there's ways that you could do other things. And I say keep experimenting, keep bringing out new things, YouTube, because that's what it is. Everybody is like, wow, man. And sometimes you might can't do something, and they might have something. YouTube might learn how to make it. Like when people complain about stuff like that, and they do because everybody has their own way of expressing themselves. And YouTube really helps you express yourself and really come out. That's what I like about YouTube. That's why I've been like this on my YouTube. I mean, I'm gonna get on my TikTok and do my thing. But man, this is what it is, man. This is very fly. This is cool. I like this. I like this. Oh yeah. You know, don't let nobody stop you from your success. If you got success and you're trying to get ahead, don't let nobody tell you, well, you're not going to make it if you do this. You're not going to make you do that. You continue practicing your basketball. You continue practicing the things that's going to get you ahead. Stop going hanging out with your friends trying to chase to go get that girl. You can get her later if she still. If you do something, if you do something constructive, right? You're doing your schoolwork. You're in school right now, right? Say like you're in school right now. Get that education, right? Learn from, and this is what you got to do. Learn everything you can possibly learn. Why I say that? Because it's gonna make you great. It's gonna make you can do anything in the world. And you learn, take your time, and build and push forward. And don't let nobody stop you from your quest. Okay, big, small, little, it doesn't matter what age you are. You have a, a destiny and you have a quest that you're on. And one day you're going to be older, you're going to be grown, you're going to be 60 years old or something like that. Don't let nobody tear you away from what you believe in. You know what I mean? If it's positive, as long as it's not going to hurt you and it's not going to stop you from what you're doing. And parents, put your kid in gymnastics, put your kid and ballet. Let your children learn as much as they can learn and learn everything in the world. Reason why they learn as much as possible because when they get older, they're gonna have so much under their belt. They can do anything. They can do so many things, and let them know they can do it. Show them they can do it, and help them and prove it to them. They don't know, help them. If somebody you meet and they want to get ahead, they need your help. If you don't know, you try to get through somebody you know. Like I know somebody is still trying to do something right now. I'm gonna help them, and I'm trying to help them. I could do more for them right now. Right now, I'm saying right now than they could ever do for me. But I might get surprised. But at the end of the day, I believe, you know, what I'm saying that, if you're trying to help somebody, and people always looking for something. Nah, stop. That's not how you do that. Because you don't get ahead like that. Oh man, I helped this person and they ain't giving me this and that yet. Well, so why you help them? Why did you take the time out to help them? Why did you even do it in the first place? Somebody that's going to help somebody is going to be somebody that cares, that really truly cares from the heart. You know what I mean? And don't be a home attendant if you just in it for the money, because that don't work. Not in today's society. That's the for being a home attendant. If you are not into it and you don't really care, don't do that because it's an old person out there that is old, and we need to show them love and care about them because one day you're gonna get old. And what are you gonna do? You don't want it to happen to you, but you're gonna do it to somebody else, right? And remember, it was people was doing that. People did do that. You know what I mean? We're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I will never say I'm perfect. You know what I mean? There's no right way and wrong way to do cooking. You just do the best you could, come up with your ideas and push forward. You know what I mean? If you're going to go to school, get your education, and you can help somebody along the way. If you can, help them. You know what I mean? If you're smarter than everybody in the classroom, help the classroom get where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Don't be mad and say, I ain't gonna help them get there because I'm gonna win this thing and I'm gonna get this scholarship and all that and bump that. But now, if you're not feeling what I'm saying and you think I'm wrong, comment and let me know why you think I'm wrong. Tell me where you think I'm wrong at. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it's about pushing forward and doing great things in your life and being be content with who you are. Don't worry about what the next person thinks that you should be. You know what I'm saying? You can ask for advice because guess what? At the end of the day, you're the one that's going to be going to the Olympics. You're the one that's going to win this award. You're the one that's going to win the Grammy Award. Because why? Because you put the hard work in, and nothing come without hard work. Nothing don't come without hard work. I'm telling you, nothing does not come. When I say without what? Hard work, right? So don't worry about what anybody think about you. Why are you always worried about what people think? Oh, they might not like this, and I don't care. Don't worry about it. You know what? When people making their music, and I seen them doing it, they be in a t-shirt. What Kanye West did, he came there with a t-shirt because he was in the studio, right? It's a lot of them that do that, but we think when we see them shining and everything that they got it easy. No, it wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? None of that stuff was easy. You know what I mean? None of it was. Nope, not at all. Let me see. I gotta go on the other side to see who's on here. You should never worry about who's around, who's here, who ain't here. Oh, and if you get your YouTube channel started, don't worry about who came, who's coming. Just have a good topics. Just go around, do research. Like you do research, like you're looking at your phone and watch other people's content. You know what I mean? Find somebody you really like, a content creator, and watch what they do. Because sometimes they'll actually show you how they did it, or they'll talk about it, and then you can actually if they talk about it, you can actually create it again. You can actually I'm gonna say surpass that person. But if that person's procrastinating, they ain't doing nothing. You may not get all the numbers that person got, and sometimes people pay for it. Do you know that people pay for their numbers? And you could do that. I'd rather get my stuff naturally. I'd rather do it naturally. The reason why I say naturally, because whatever numbers I get and it stays there, and if somebody subscribe to me and they like me, and then later on they don't like me, I can't do nothing about it. You know why? Because that's that person's own opinion. That's 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 how they feel, and you can't make a person feel feel something about you when you don't even know them. So why would you get mad? Be like, yo, they took 80 subscribers unsubscribed. Maybe something happened where they saw and they said, you know what, this dude got that in his thing. You know what, I'm gonna subscribe. But it happens. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Okay, so don't ever think that. So don't ever think that. Um, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't ever think that life is bigger than you. Okay, well, put it like this. I'm trying to go somewhere with this. What I'm saying to you is you could be great as you want to be as long as you put the time and the effort in and the work in. Stop feeling depressed. Stop looking down. So, you know what? I ain't going to never get this. And you crying and everything. Snot coming out your nose. Because why? Because you came across you came across a threshold that you encountered uncharted waters, right? And you said, man, this work is hard. This schoolwork is hard, right? So now you want to try to calm your mother or your father, and then you'll take the book and put it away, or you throw it on the floor, you rip it up because you can't get it. But stop being violent because you can't get it. If you play a video game, you can't get to a certain level, you get mad, you start cursing people out. You know what I'm saying? The video games, you know what I mean? Sometimes dulls your senses, right? But you don't need your senses dull. You know what I mean? Don't give up in your belief. If whatever you believe, if you believe in Christmas, Hanukkah, uh, um, what's some other ones? Any holiday, you know what I'm saying? Solitary Day. I mean, Black Solitary. What do we call that? History, Black History. Some people don't want it. Some people say this bull crap sometimes. And Juneteenth. I think Juneteenth is a beautiful thing, and I'm going to look more into it. You know what I mean? Because at that point, we at a point where we say, okay, you know what, Juneteenth, and it's coming soon, right? I think Juneteenth is coming again. So what are y'all doing to get prepared for Juneteenth? Like if it was a Christmas type thing, and then you do it, and they say you found your newfound freedom. Believe in yourself. Stop worrying about if people identify with you. Stop worrying about is stop worrying about people telling you that you're not gonna make it. Okay, so stop telling people you're not college material. Stop when they tell you that they not for you. Whether it's your mother, your father, your sister, or anybody like that. Don't never ever listen to that. Be great. You know what I'm saying? Be great and push forward. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody. I don't care who it is. Don't let nobody tell you you can't make it. Don't let nobody tell you can't get past this, okay? Because people get that every day and they commit suicide, they kill themselves. They don't make it. You know why? Because they listen to the people that looks down on them. They be nice to you, they treat you real good, and then they pull a fast one on you. They talk shit about you and they get you where they get you right here. They give you that piece of cake and you eat it. And meanwhile, the horns is up and they pull a fast one on you. Now what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You gonna sit around and feel sad and feel bad and oh my God, right? Come on. Well, I'm gonna be having this cookie show. I'm trying my best. I'm gonna try my best to have a cookie show so y'all can see what I'm doing. It's not gonna be no heavy stuff. It's just some stuff. Some people don't know how to cook. Some people know how to boil water. So this is good. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, do something. Who knows? I hope people watch me. That's why I said share this with the world. Let people know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody may need this. So let them know. If you don't need it, send it to somebody else. Okay? So with that note, this has been the Food for Thought with your host, Diamond D, the Food for Thought program show, the Provocative Perspectives show. Like I got a lot of things going on. So I said, look at my stuff and check it out. And look at it to the end. Check it out to the end. You know what I'm saying? And duet me and everything. Have a good time. With that note, I'll catch you later.